So now we'll get even more Homunculus Horde tokens. That's a 3-drop. Okay. So how about we play this? We'll go Seam Rip on the Pride Mate. We'll put a 1/1 counter on everyone. I think next turn they're going to be in trouble. What's going on, YouTube? Achilles here, and today I made this Azurius aggro deck, which first started with a deck that I wanted to use that had a lot of synergies with Cosmogrand Zenith and Station Monitor, but then I was looking into Homunculus Horde, which I thought this card was kind of underwhelming, but when you add it into a deck with Cosmogrand Zenith, where you take advantage of cards like Mockingbird and Silent Hallcreeper to copy your creatures, you not only get one good target, but now you get 2 good targets to copy. And if left unchecked, both these cards are a menace for your opponent to deal with, whether it's spamming the board with a bunch of 1/1 white human soldier creature tokens, or pumping up every creature with a 1/1 counter, or making a bunch of Homunculus Horde tokens that will keep growing every turn if they don't get rid of them. And we could draw a bunch of cards to trigger Homunculus Horde with Opt, as well as Unending Whisper, which is very good because we could reuse it from the graveyard, and even Silent Hallcreeper could draw us a second card if we don't use the copy ability. So we try to bring out all our powerful creatures on the board and make a bunch of copies and try to win early on. So let's get right into this list. We got 4 Seam Rip, 4 Opt, 4 Unending Whisper, 4 Mockingbird, 4 Get Lost, 4 Silent Hallcreeper, 4 Station Monitor, 4 Cosmogrand Zenith, 4 Homunculus Horde, and for the lands we got 4 Plains, 6 Islands, 4 Floodfarm Verge, 2 Restless Anchorage, 4 Fabled Passage, and 4 Starting Town. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and if you're new here, just know I have new videos coming out every day, and if you want to become a member, you can get early access to videos. Let's get right into these games. Okay, we get to go first with this one. I'll keep it. That. I think we'll use this just to draw a card now. Bet they're going to get rid of the Get Lost or the Zenith. So now we go for the Zenith and hope for the best. So now we're just going to go as wide as possible. If left unchecked, this deck could be deadly. Especially on the early turns. It's again unstoppable though. But even with the extra draw from Dark Confident, I don't know if they got their 3rd land. Go for the Bitter Triumph. In that case, just go for Horde. Take it all. Let's go from there. They're lucky they got a land off the Dark Confidant. I was hoping it'd be some, maybe like a 7-drop or something. That would have been funny. Go for Unstoppable. So now we're gonna go for Zenith. We're gonna follow it up. Gonna use their Deep Cavern Bat now to see what they got. I think that's gonna be the most powerful. I keep forgetting you can't say thanks. So they block the 3 strongest. They're only gonna take 8. So I think we just swing out. Okay, we're going to keep this one. We only run into the issue of the fact that we don't have any 1-drops to really get the second spell on curve going for us. So we just... Oh, there's one. Alright, never mind, guys. But the question is, if we have another 2-drop, do we go opt in a 2-drop, or do we just go for the Zenith? Man, I really think the Zenith might be the move, even though they have the Tifa out. We want to get rid of that, but this is what we're doing. That's a move. Okay, that's fair. The Horde does sound good, but we need to find something else. The Double Zenith is definitely a big threat on its own. So now we're going to hold up everyone and play Protect the Castle. Hopefully they don't have enough pressure to put on us for next turn to win. And if they don't, we could potentially use the Get Lost on their Tifa. But it all depends on what they do. If they could go Fabled Passage, they could pump it up to 12 on its own without using any of their mana. And then they have 4 mana to play around with. So now it even gets worse if they have Fabled Passage. Okay. Luckily, that's not the case. I don't think they're going to go for the swing. They do. Very fancy. But we could get rid of it. Go to 4. It's a good card. Let's get rid of the Traveling Chocobo. That's gonna just make them get more value that way. We gotta stop all the value that they have. See what they got. Next turn we could copy Zenith, but then we need one more mana to use one of our other cards, so we might end up going for Station Monitor plus Get Lost instead. Oh my goodness. Look at that, guys. It's one way to lose. Okay, we get to go first. I'm going to keep it. We could potentially find more lands and go from there. I think we go for the plane first, though, because we want to be able to have the removal if they're playing an aggro deck, so that's the whole mindset with that. Nice. Hopefully we could play that next turn. They are playing black, so they could easily remove it. Listen, we gotta try at least. If it's not this turn it gets removed, it's next, so we just gotta do what we gotta do. Yep, that's fair. They're bound to have removal in mono black, guys. It's just the name of the game. But now we're going to try to set up for a Homunculus Horde play next turn. But first we need to find a 5th land. That's the 5th land. Moment of truth, guys. Will we get a second copy of the Horde, or will it die before it resolves? Or would you look at that? Now we got 2. And if they only have spot removal, this will be great for us. I do have that. Another removal card. Oh, that's actually really bad. Because now we can't use our Unending Whispers. That's unfortunate. Now we could use it again. We can't have fun, they can't have fun. It's the rule. It's another land, guys. It's all good. Another Archenemy's Charm. Well, technically we could use the Mockingbird now to copy the Preacher. So we might end up doing that. have a land for them. They go for the swing. They get their little vampire dude. Will block. Let's trade. Okay, that's actually pretty good. We'll go for Zenith. Seam Rip now. Listen, it's a start. More removal if I had to guess, so wow, nothing. Alright, so first we're gonna go for the swing. Play the Anchorage and pass. Let's use this on the Anchorage. It's a good card. Board wipe, perhaps? Corpses of the Lost. Very interesting mono black deck they're playing. Especially since they're playing all these arch enemy charms, but I feel like the downside to committing to that is that you have to play a lot of swamps, so they don't really have much to do with their lands. So we'll go Seam Rip on the color. Go for another Hallcreeper. Should have played the Anchorage before I did all this, just to get the 1/1 counter on it as well, but this should do the job. We get to go first. Not too bad of a hand. I might actually copy Zenith immediately next turn, depending on what they do. Let's see if this resolves. It does. So now we copy our Zenith. We're trying to have the best curve possible. I mean, yeah, sure, they could be playing board wipes and all that, but let's see what we could do. Interesting. So we're gonna have to use a blue source. That and that. We're gonna copy Zenith now. Gonna use this. I think I know what I'm gonna do. We have to do it. This will resolve last. So now we do double soldiers. Now they all get the pump. So we could do an additional 2 damage this turn. So they have to answer this or else they're going to lose. And if they're playing a weird kind of... I don't even know what they're playing, honestly. Because they're playing white and blue and green. So I'm not sure. We're going to find out, though. Some Chocobo deck, I guess. Get rid of you. That's fair. We're just gonna do counters for everyone. Okay, we get to go first. I'll keep this one. I'm playing a good old life gain deck. We could at least use the Seam Rip to get rid of like an Essence Channeler or the Johnny's Pridemate, and there it is. So not too bad. Let's get the draw first. We're going to use all the cards we could get in this matchup. So now we could take advantage of Station Monitor. I think we're going to end up trying to make a bunch of Homunculus Horde tokens in this matchup, because we'll set up very nicely for it with Silent Hallcreeper next turn. And I think we'll go so over the top that it won't even matter. But who knows? We're going to find out, though, I'll tell you that much. And we have a Seam Rip for insurance for any other possible giant threat they throw our way. Let's get a blue. Go for the Horde. This will swing. And now we'll make a copy of it. And it's going to get out of hand next turn. Especially if we could get one more land. Because then we could use Mockingbird to copy the Horde plus opt. Oh, that's actually insane. Let's actually do that. We will copy the Horde, play the opt. It's actually not bad. We'll draw that. So we're just going to try to overwhelm the opponent. The best part is we could use the Seam Rip to get the Healer Hawk underneath it, and then it'll use our other Seam Rip and we could get rid of a Johnny's Pridemate. Now it gets even crazier. Gonna go for the Zenith now. Plus the Hallcreeper. We're gonna pump everyone up. And go from there. It's gonna get out of hand very quickly. Oh, would you look at that? Another Zenith. So I might use the Hallcreeper to draw us a card first. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So now we'll get even more Homunculus Horde tokens. That's a 3-drop. Okay. So how about we play this? We'll go Seam Rip on the Pride Mate. We'll put a 1/1 counter on everyone. I think next turn they're going to be in trouble. This is a lot of creatures for them to deal with. Alright, so we're going to go and use the Seam Rip on the Hawk now. Pay the ward cost. We're now going to get rid of that. And now we're going to go for a Giant Swing. So now we're going to make a copy of the Horde. Go from there. Yeah, we definitely got this. You know what, let's just double down on these word tokens just for one more turn. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Tell me what you think of the deck in the comment section down below. Please like the video and subscribe if you have not already, and if you're new here, just know I have new videos coming out every day. I hope everyone has a great day. Take care.